I was wondering if you could speak a little bit about the revision process, because so much of what we do in PR is like setting a message and just like tweaking it constantly.
Yeah.
But there's a flow of conversation that's rapidly changing around you. So like, when do you slow down, reflect on what you say, revise it, or like when do you need to be aggressive about those revisions? And just like, if you could speak to the process.
Yeah,
there.
it's a great question. And is it sometimes the revision process is painful because there are a lot of cooks in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Now, is this revision on like a particular piece of work, like releases or bylines,
or
what?
Content. It could just be messaging and
Yeah.
language.
Okay.
Again, this is just my thoughts, so take it for what it's worth, which is probably not that much, but like I tend to think doing your revisions fast up front is probably good practice for lots of different reasons. You want the client to feel like there's good velocity with stuff early on, and especially being responsive. So I think that's just a general principle that's probably pretty good. If there are statements, for example, that you're working on, or messages that you're working on, as making them as brief as possible. And then I think there is a judgment call. And the hard part is this is all driven by judgment, right? And so there's no perfect answer. But then there will be a judgment call where you're on your 15th revision, you're literally about ready to pull your hair out. And the question that I think is always super valuable for a company to get is like, is this Frankenstein now? Is it actually serving the purpose that it was initially built for? Do we just need to start over? Which is frankly a horrifying prospect if you're version 15 that you just felt like you spent a ton of time on. But is that the right question? And again, going back to what you were asking before, I cannot tell you how rare it is for me to get asked that question. And every time I get asked that question, it's usually the right question, where I'm like, God, they're right.